gonna be for you? This, of course, is the review segment where we talk about Bollywood box office, the potential, the films, the actors, the stars. Teen it is. Today we're talking about the big film releasing this weekend. When you have three artists like Amitabh Bachchan, Nawazuddin Siddiqui, Vidya Balan, director, should be able to pull it off very easily. Then you have Sujoy Ghosh as a producer. So you're saying, okay, the story is going to have the thrill element in it. It's going to have a nice screenplay and editing will be good. So I put a tick mark to quite a few of these things. All the performance is fantastic. None of them can be faulted. I like the fact that Nawazuddin was poker-faced in this film. Something different we saw from him. Normally, you know, so there are lots of scenes in the film where he's just looking at her and not giving a reaction. You know, he plays a different kind of character each time. And I really like that. So in Hindi, you say that paka hua character hai. That's how he plays it in this film. So the basic storyline, if you've seen the promo, is very simple. There's a grandfather, that is Amitabh Bachchan. He loses his 8-year-old granddaughter. And that's when the story starts. How does he lose her? What exactly happens? Is there a crime involved? Because obviously she gets kidnapped. And how Nawazuddin Siddiqui, who was a cop first, becomes a priest. And then the new cop, that is Vidya Balan, how she comes into the picture. And that's the whole, well, play of affairs, so as to say. The first half is beautiful. It's very sensitive as a film. Because there's this grandfather who's trying and trying and trying. His wife is in a wheelchair. He has no reason to live in life. In the second half, the twists and the turns. The problem with a crime thriller like this is I can't reveal too much about the film. But I will tell you this. There's a lot that you know and there's a lot that you don't know. And when you do get to know the second half of the twists and the turns, because obviously you start thinking, he's the killer, he's the killer, he's the killer. Trust me, they're none of them. Nothing is as it seems. Even towards the end, there's another jhatka or another twist in the end that changes the course of events. What do I have as a problem for this film? It's too long. It's too labored. The first half, it just goes on and on and on. Secondly, it's very confusing for the viewer. Although in a crime thriller, it should be confusing, but trust me, this confusion in one half is too confusing. Secondly, there's a repetition of a number of things towards the end. So there's a twist that you find out, then Amitabh Bachchan explains that twist, then they show that twist. So it's like a hat trick of twists. So I just felt if it had been slightly shorter, a little more taut, like Kahani. Kahani towards the end worked out brilliantly when he stabs Vidya Balan in the stomach and you realize that actually it's not a baby, it's such a blast in front of you. And that's how the film ended. So this would have been fantastic if a blast like that had ended this film. But sadly, it still stretches on. As far as songs are concerned, Amitabh Bachchan, of course, gives that fantastic rendition. Very nice. Kyun Re. First half has that a lot. And also reminds you of Nishabd with Jia Khan. Rosanna was a brilliant, brilliant song. It sort of resonated with you. But this film, sadly, didn't give me enough to take home with. You know, like Phobia, which was like a 4 or 5 star film. Fantastic. Twists and turns and left you like confused and wanting so much more in the end. This film, sadly, left you confused in the end, saying, why did they stretch it so much? So 2.5 stars for this. I probably am being a little harsh, but with actors like that, you should be able to pull off a film very easily. You can't go wrong. This is a peak who's staring you in the face. There's Calcutta, there's Sujoy Ghosh. How can you go wrong? But they did, in my opinion. All right, as far as box office collections are concerned, the second highest earner for all time for Akshay Kumar, 80 crores in its first week. Houseful 3 setting the box office on fire. And with my prediction of Teen and Do Lafzon Ki Kahani not going to be able to put in as much business, Houseful might actually be a big 100 crore film as well. So once again, congratulations to the entire cast of Houseful 3. Coming up next week is the big question. The cases are still being fought in the High Court. Will it not release? If it does release, it'll be a blockbuster. Those who didn't know about Uttar Punjab want to know about it. Those who know about it want to know more about it. And those who don't watch cinema will want to watch Udta Punjab to find out what the controversy was all about. So I'm looking at a huge bumper opening, Shahid Kapoor's biggest film to date when it does release. Will it be 17th? Will it be 24th? We don't know. But for now, the date stays 17th until the High Court says we will defer it to a later date. And in that case, Anurag Kashyap, I feel, will be up in arms because this has been a film that has shaken the foundation of the entire film industry. And from the government to everyone has decided that changes, large scale, are going to happen very soon. Will it be soon enough for Udta Punjab? We'll find out next week. Till the next time, remember to stay in touch with me, Salil Acharya, my Twitter handle. The official B4U is our official Twitter handle. Make sure you follow them and find out all the updates that I keep giving. They're always over there.